Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Active people, how are you doing? Welcome to the day 2 of the copywriting challenge with Boss Uzi. I'm so delighted to have everyone here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please, if you can hear me, just type in the comment section. Just type I can hear you, Boss Uzi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you can hear me, just type Boss Uzi. Just type I can hear you, Boss Uzi. Good evening, Clinton. I can see Clinton in the comment section. I can see Jonah Lucky. Welcome everyone to today's class. Today we are going to be learning something very spectacular. We're going to be going into the world of AI. If you're ready, then let's get straight into it. Welcome everyone. So happy to have everybody on ground. Welcome. If you're not here, you are missing. If you're not here, you are missing. Don't forget to like this video. Like this video so that other people from the FYP or can join. Yes, you can welcome. I want to welcome everyone to tonight's transformative class. Tonight is going to be an awesome class. It's going to transform you. If you are here to, let me remind my people that are meant to yet to join. Welcome everyone. So today we are going to be going into the world of AI, artificial intelligence. I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to use AI toward profit in 2026 with copywriting. I'm going to be teaching you how to profit with AI in 2026 with what copywriting. It's going to be an amazing practical session. This is not just going to be it's not going to be a normal theoretical session. It's going to be a practical session where I'm going to be sharing my screen and we're going to be doing a lot of practicals. So this class is very, very important for anyone that wants to learn how to use AI to dominate with copywriting. Thank you so much. Please, if you can hear me, just type in the comment section. I can hear you. If there's somebody that is also supposed to be here, let me put it in the group. Let me put it in the group. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Massive. Welcome. Yesterday, how many of you were here for yesterday's class? If you were here for yesterday's class, just type I was here for yesterday's class. How many of you were here yesterday's class? Yesterday we did something amazing. If you are here for yesterday's class, just type in the comment section. Just type I was here for yesterday's class. If you are here for yesterday's class, how many of you remember what we did yesterday? Can somebody just tell me in the comment section what we did yesterday? If you were truly here, we talked about headlines and words. We talked about headlines and hooks, right? So yesterday we talked about copywriting. I told you about copywriting from like is a beginner level. If you've never heard about copywriting before, we did we did some practicals on how to master your headlines, how to write compelling hooks. That was what we did yesterday. Now today we are going to be going into the world of what AI. I'm going to be teaching you how to use artificial intelligence to what craft compelling copies. That means if a customer or a brand gives you a job, if a brand give you a job and they said they want you to what do write a sales message for them. Today's class I'm going to be teaching you how to do that. Now many years ago we had to use our heads to like craft out good copies, but now that AI is here, there's no need to what use your head. All you just need to do is learn how to prompt AI correctly, and when you can prompt AI, you're going to get the best results. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing here today. So just give me a minute. Let me just remind everybody that we are live. After the reminder, then we'll just swing into action immediately. After the reminder, I will just swing into action immediately. All right. All right. Somebody said we talked about, let me read the comment section. I was here yesterday and we talked about headlines and compelling hooks. Beautiful. So we talked about headlines and compelling hook where I told you guys, good evening. God bless you too, sir. So you were here yesterday. EJ Dima, good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. A minute, let me remind my people that we are live. There are a lot of people, so I was supposed to do that before now, but most times I have to be live before I remind people. All right. So while we are in the class, I'll just like continue. Then we just take it there. So let me reiterate on what we did yesterday. So good evening, everybody. Again, welcome. And today, yesterday, I just want to like talk about what we did yesterday. Then before I go into today's class. Now, before I go into what we did yesterday, there are a lot of people that were not having it easy to download our guide. So our copywriting guide. So if you have not downloaded our copywriting guide, it is free. So if you're watching this video right now, you can just do it. All you just need to do is towards go over towards seller.com/ci3 ci3. Then when you go here, you'll be able to download your free copywriting guide. This is copywriting in 3 minutes. This book, I created this book so that you can just understand what copywriting is in 3 minutes if you're a total beginner. Now, this is the website. It's supposed to be 5,000 naira, but I reduced it to 1K. But because of this training, you can buy it for you can get it for free. So how do you get it for free? Click on the buy now button, click on the checkout. When you click on the checkout, it's going to show 1,000, but you have to click here. When you click on click here, you say, do you have a coupon code? You say yes. Then you put free in the coupon code and you click on what apply. When you apply it, you'll be able to download it for free without paying any money. So that is exactly what we are going to be using today. So I'm going to be opening that book so that I can just reiterate what we've done, what we did yesterday. Then I'll just get straight into today's class. So this is how the book is looking like, copywriting in 3 minutes. Now, what is copywriting? Let me reiterate. Just like I used the example of what Amina and I used the example of what Amina and Grace yesterday, right? I used the example of Amina and Grace. So copywriting is the act of what crafting emotionally compelling what marketing messages that triggers an ideal audience to what take a buying decision. Just like like I said, Amina's both of them have the same product, but Amina was marketing was more intentional, was much more was compelling than this person marketing, right? Today I'm not giving you food, I'm just going to what we did yesterday. So Amina's marketing was more intentional than this. And I brought out these two books here. These two books were written by the same person. The name of the first book is called what? Astrological Love. Now, Astrological Love is, there was a person that bought this book and this person read this book. When this person read this book, he decided to go and meet the original author of this book, Nora Hayden. And this person bought the rights of this book from this lady. And when he bought the rights of this book from this lady, he changed the name from Astrological Love towards How to Satisfy a Woman Every Time and Have Her Beg for More. This is the first and only book that tells you exactly how. Now they are doing the same thing. They are talking about how to satisfy a woman every time. But guess what? One title is very abstract. Why the second one is what's direct, is the other one is what piercing. Now, if you had these two books, which one will you go for? Will you go for what Astrological Love, or would you go for How to what satisfy a woman every time and have her beg for more? Which one are you going to go for? It's as simple as that. The one that speaks to your emotion. Imagine you had a life, you have a lady that you wanted to satisfy. Would you start going for Astrological Love that sounds like a love from Mars or from Pluto? Or you go to How to what satisfy a woman every time and have her beg for more? So copywriting is used in every form. It is used to write product description. It is used for titling a product or a service. It is just anything that helps to compel people to take a buying decision. You understand? That is what copywriting is all about. So today, today's class, we are going to be writing our first copy. I'm going to be showing you exactly. Maybe you get a job, you have a client. I'm going to tell you how the client is going to give you a job and how you need to execute that job. So if you're ready, put it in the comment section. Type I am ready in the comment section. Type I am ready. Type ready in the comment section. Type ready in the comment section. Awesome. So now let's even go to the next thing. Like I told you yesterday, the basis of copywriting is what? The attraction, which talks about the headline, the nurturing, which talks about the content, conversion, which talks about if your headline is good and you can nurture well, then you are going towards convert. You understand? Somebody said Astrological Love. So you can say if your headline is good, you are going to what convert. If your headline is good and your hooks are good and your body of the copy is good, then you're going to what convert. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing today. So if you've ever dreamt of being a copywriter, in the next 10 minutes to 20 minutes, you're going to be inaugurated as one copywriter. Now, some of you are asking, what is the opportunities in copywriting? Boss Uzi, are there opportunities in copywriting? You know, for me to answer that question, I'll say yes. There are a lot of opportunities, just like I told you guys yesterday. I think I talked about it with copywriting. Even before I talk about the business models in what's copywriting, let me also talk about the opportunities. Now, the opportunities in copywriting is that number one, when I started this copywriting thing, when I started copywriting in 2021, um, when I started copywriting in 2021, and brands, they will have a product, they'll import product from China, they'll import all these people that were doing e-commerce. They didn't really know how to craft their messages. They just had the products, but they needed people to write the marketing messages. They needed people to help craft the description of those messages well, so that it can appeal to the Nigerian audience. Do you understand? So when they were just doing it in the market, they were just doing it anyhow. But when a copywriter enters your business, it helps you write season messages, and it helps you even create the funnel that people will use to buy the products. Now, I worked on one product. I think I was one person had a product. The name of the product was blood sugar. Blood sugar. It was a tea that helps to reduce blood pressure. Now, formally, what he just does is what he did in the past was he carried that product, he posted it online, and just asked people to buy. You understand? And he had a website. He just had a website, but just had people to buy. In his website, he was just putting click here to buy now, just a checkout form. But when I saw when he brought me into the business, I saw how everything was. I said, no, if you put it like this, you're going to lose a lot of money. So I said, you need to craft out the headline so that when people are clicking the link or from the advertisement, even from saying the ads, many of you saw how the advertisement was. My advertisement was, if you're looking to learn copywriting this year, then I'm holding a free training to teach you exactly what to do, XYZ. If you click the link below, that was my own advertisement for this copywriting training. So I told him that, see, he should call out the problem, and I created a script for him for his advertisement. I told him that instead of just selling blood sugar tea for high blood pressure, he should craft it well. Then he started with something like this. He started with something like, if you're struggling with high blood pressure, you're hypertensive and you're struggling with, and you're hypertensive XYZ, then this is for you. If you're interested in, then there is one tea that is capable of helping you reduce your blood pressure by a significant amount in just 30 days. If you're interested, click here to find out more. And guess what? People, the click-through rates, it changed. And again, I told him that he was the one, Igbo man, he was the one using himself to sell. I said, no, don't use Igbo man, don't use yourself to sell. Go and find a lady that has sweet voice and put her there. Now, let me tell you something. If you're a beautiful lady, do you know that if you're a beautiful lady, first copywriting is your beauty already. First copywriting is your gender already. You have advantage. They say men and women are equal. No. When it comes to marketing, women will always win. They'll always win as long as they'll always win on the front end. So women also have a very large advantage, especially when it comes to visual copywriting. So make no mistake thinking that you don't even have advantage. You have advantage. So this guy brought one sales girl. She dressed up well. But if you're struggling with XYZ, blah, 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 click here. And when they clicked there, I created a landing page. And in that landing page, everything I did in that landing page is exactly what we are going to be doing today. In fact, for today's practical, I am going to be using a blood sugar tea. So let's get straight into what business for today. If you have somebody that is supposed to be here, just remind that person that we are already live. If you have somebody that is supposed to be here, remind that person that we are live already so that the person can join. If you have somebody that is supposed to be here, remind that person that we are live. So today we are going to be using, my God. So today we are going to be using we are going to be using AI towards write the words. We are going to be using AI towards write a sales copy for a product. Now, for the first thing I want to do right now, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. So I'll share my screen right now, and we're going to be using this. How many of you know ChatGPT? How many of you are familiar with AI, ChatGPT? If you're familiar with AI, type I am familiar with it. So we're going to be using ChatGPT today. So I'm going to go over to what's ChatGPT. So this is the application. This is the web tool we are going to be using today. How many of you know AI? Good. So this is the website tool we are going to be using. So we're going to be telling AI that, okay, we're going to be telling AI that, okay, just prompt it. I am a newbie copywriter. I am a newbie what copywriter, and I am optimizing to write for top e-commerce brands that deals on top e-commerce brands in the health niche. Kindly create a demo offer, a demo product that has to do with blood sugar or hypertension or high blood pressure. Act as the boss and give me the contract to write your sales copy. So if you get a job, this is how everything is going to be. This is how your boss is going to give you your job. So you can see, perfect. If you are building a portfolio, you want a brief that feels like you have a real client, blah blah blah. So now this is the copywriting project brief. This is the client. Vital is Natural, a health and wellness company focused on premium. Hello guys, hope you can see my screen. Please, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, type I can see your screen in the comment section. I want to be sure that you can see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, type I can see your screen in the comment section. If you can see my screen, type I can see your screen in the comment section. All right, beautiful, good. So the product is what? The product is, let me put it full screen. So the product is what? Gluco Balance Plus, Balance Plus, while Gluco Balance Plus. And the product, the description is it's a daily blood sugar support formula designed to help maintain healthy blood sugar level, blah, blah, blah. Your role. So they sent you a message. Hi, we've been following your work and would like you to write a sales page for our flagship products. Now, this is how they are going to send you an offer if you're very, very good at copywriting. But if you're not good at copywriting, you'll be the one chasing people. So if you're good at copywriting, top brands on LinkedIn or anywhere, Facebook, depending on where you've been optimizing for, they'll be sending you a message like this. Now we are preparing for a nationwide digital campaign, and we need persuasive copy. You can see we need a persuasive copy. This is what all customers need. They don't need you to talk too much. They don't need you to be blabbing. They need something that is persuasive. So they need something that is very, very persuasive. We need a persuasive copy that educates readers, builds trust, and encourages purchases, without making unrealistic promises. The copy should be emotional, engaging, and remain advertising compliant. So this is the target audience for that kind of product. A young person cannot use that product. It is from age towards 40 years old towards 70 years old. Now, one of the most important thing about writing copies is understanding the name, the product itself. If you don't understand the product, then you cannot even do anything. So this is what the people struggle with. They struggle with constant words, blood sugar reading, high. They worry about what blood sugar reading, feeling tired, meals. These are all the word frustration, difficulty in losing weight. You know, people that have those kind of thing, they would have difficulty in what losing weight, brain fog, fear of what health complication, XYZ. Now, one of that is the what this is what they struggle with. Now, your client is not going to give you all these things. Your client is not going to give you all these things, but depends on the product you're writing for and the features of that product. You can extract all these things with AI. Do you understand? You can just post a product online and tell AI that, hey, I have a client too, and the client wants me to write a product on his digital, on his course. Please, can you give me what this is what the course is doing? Can you use your intelligence to what bring out the what the potential audience is struggling with? AI is going to also give you a detailed thing. Now, the reason why all these things are important, I'll show you why it is important. Because you can use any of these things to what write a very good headline. Let me tell you something. One of the ways to craft out best headlines is using people's what pain points and fears. You understand? Now, your headline can start with something. Your headline can start with how to stop being afraid of your future, of your what future health complication, and start what living a healthy life with, you know, and start what living a healthy life. Now, that is just an idea. You can see, you can even start with something like, you know, something like, let's even use the word let's even use the proven blueprint formula or the word curiosity formula, or let's even use the problem amplification formula. That if you've been struggling with losing weight due to your health, due to your blood sugar readings, then read this. You understand? If you've been struggling, if you've been frequently what if you've been struggling with always being tested at every moment, then this is what you can see. Everything here can be used as a very good headline. And guess what? Anybody that is going to stop at your copy and read it are the people that would, if you call people's problem, they are going to be what interested in what they. If you call people's problem, they are going to be very, very interested. So you can see the next thing is the emotional frustration. This is where all these ones now you're going to use them in the offer. You're going to use them in the offer of this product. Now they just want a better health. They don't just want better health. They want to what feel energetic again, play with their grandchildren, enjoy family gathering, blah blah blah. So one of your features of the product is, you know, if you buy this product, what is the name of this product again? If you buy this Gluco Balance Plus and you take it XYZ daily or every morning, you're going to wake up feeling refreshed. You're going to stop constantly worrying about your health. You're going to feel energetic again, and you can even play football even if you're 100 years old. You can see what we did here. We use the pain points of the audience to craft out a compelling marketing message. So now let's go further. So you can see the product description and everything. They will give you everything. So right now we need to write this copy. We need to write this copy. So let's even forget about all this thing that is written there. Okay, let me just go through them, but they are not really important because we are racing with time again. Time is always running fast. But you can see the key benefits. All these key benefits, AI is going to help you turn them into a words. AI is going to help you turn them into a. And let me tell you something, your clients may not even give you a detailed analysis like this. You understand? So your job is just to keep asking. You can see AI is also going to be giving you the desired outcome and all that. So now let's go straight into writing this copy. Now, before we write this copy, there's something many of you need to know. So I'm going to go over to, many of you need to understand what a sales copy is. Now, remember when it comes to copywriting, I told you guys that there are different types of copywriting. If you remember here, you can see here types of copywriting. I told you guys there are different types of copywriting. Number one, they have SEO copywriting. This one focuses on keyword. Number two, we have what sales copy, sales copywriting. Now, this one is aimed at what? It's aimed at what? Helping somebody make a sale. This one is what is sale oriented, and it is being used for what sales paid advertisement and so on. So this is the kind of what copy we are going to be writing. This kind of copy and email copies, they are the ones in largely in markets. They are the ones that people would employ you for heavily. But normally, everything still falls under what direct response. Direct response is just a person that knows how to write a sales copy, any kind of copy that would help people would take action. So everybody, the most important kind of copy towards learn is what sales copy. So now let me go to I created a guide that will help you would write sales copy faster. So now when it comes to what writing sales copy, you can use this guide. This is the ultimate sales letter guide, and it will teach you exactly how to write persuasive copies. And this guide is not just a reading guide. This guide is just a prompt guide, even though it explained everything, but we are not interested in the explanation today. We're not interested in the explanation today. Okay, let me go through the explanation. Now, when it comes to sales copy, there are two formulas. We have the PAS formula and we have the what AIDA word formula. Now, the AIDA formula means what this one is the oldest form of copy. The oldest form of copy formula. You understand? And what it stands for is attention. That means you start with an attention grabbing stuff, then continue with interest, then you offer the desire and you tell them to take action. It follows this simple formula. So you can see your headline must be like designed to grab attention. Then you can see this book also gave you some examples how to stop struggling with low sales and start making sales in your business. Desire plus how to learn copywriting in 30 days with your smartphone, something like that. You can see. So after that headline, then you come to your hook. Then your hook is something we talked about yesterday. Once people grab attention, the hook is what keep them reading. You understand? The hook must be emotional. And I gave some example here. Story hook. In 2021, I spent XYZ promoting online products without making sale. People love story. Or you can start with a question. What if the reason you're struggling in your business is what if the reason your business is struggling is not your product but your marketing? Understand? It forces people to ask a question. There's also something like the bold statement hook. Most businesses do not have a product problem, they have a communication problem. So you can see then the next thing you do is the body of the copy. The body of the copy is where is a compendium of the body of a copy is where you build desire. That is why it's called AIDA. You build desire. And what do you do in desire? You explain the problem. You make them understand their problem very well. You amplify their problem with emotions. Then you offer the solution. Then after you offer the solution, you show them the transformation. After you show them the transformation, then you make your offer so irresistible that they will feel stupid saying no. So that is exactly it. So you can see what the body is a compendium of many things. You can see problem identification. This book will teach you how to identify people's problem. It will teach you how to agitate, means you need to increase the emotional weight. It will teach you how to build desire. Example, imagine confidently selling your product online. Or example, imagine confidently waking up in the morning without having to think of your blood sugar rising. This one is just building your desire, building the desire of a customer. And let me tell you something. When it comes to copywriting, if formula are not followed, you're not going to get the real result. You may just end up writing zigzag. You understand? That is why formulas are very important to be followed. Then after you finish giving them imagine. Then the next thing is solution. You present your products. Today we are dealing on our product is blah blah blah. What is the name of our product? Our product is Gluco Balance Plus. You understand? So after you finish giving them all those plenty talk, you present your solution. That is why my product is here. Then you now offer stack it again. Then you introduce your price and all that. You handle rejection. Now in your copy, you also drop testimonials, because when people don't see testimonials, they will not buy. You can say, I got my first client after applying these strategies by Emeka in Abuja. My sales improved immediately. My health improved immediately by Chinasa. Understand? By Benga, just specific testimonies of people. You can show a screenshot or whatsoever. You remember now, many of you now cannot think why those internet marketers online they always use screenshots. One of the biggest what compelling force when it comes to selling online is testimonials, and testimonies comes after what price introduction. Do you understand? So this template is teaching you how to what write step by step. Then the next thing is what objection was handling. Now, some people say, what if I buy this gluco plus thing and it doesn't work for me? You understand? You're going to answer the question. Yeah. You can say something like, if you buy it and it doesn't work for you and you use 2 bags and your blood sugar doesn't go back, then XYZ. You can use it to answer what suggestions. You can use it to answer what questions. You say, what if I spend my money and buy this product now? And most times, people's problems are always with pricing, or maybe they pay for something and it doesn't come. What if I pay for this product and it doesn't get to me? You can say, if it doesn't get to you, then you can call our line, or you can even see our office. We are legit and all. All these things is just what build trust. For example, these are the things I gave as example. You don't need to be an expert writer to what succeed. Okay, you can see the first one. The first one was, let me answer this question. What if I'm not good at writing? You can see the objection was handling. Yeah. Many successful copywriters started as a complete beginner. You can see this one. What if this does not work for me? This what if this does not work for me? Imagine somebody wanted to buy your course and say, what if this doesn't work for me? You need to find an answer before the customer even asks and put it in your sales copy. Then the next thing is the most important thing. This is the call to action. And your call to action is not just telling people, oh, yeah, click the link and buy now. It's not just click, it's not a button. Call to action is a department that sponsors what urgency. So in your call to action, instead of telling people, oh, yeah, click the link, buy, you can put it like this particular product is limited and only like is only limited, and you can get probably a discount for, now see what urgency means. You can either use urgency, scarcity, or now let's examine urgency. Urgency is what giving a timeline for registration. You can see this one example: registration closes on Friday, price increases soon, bonuses expire tonight. Urgency what reduces what procrastination. So ladies and gentlemen, if people are procrastinating from not buying your product, or even if you're writing copies for your customer and you don't have urgency there, then that copy may not really do so well. There's scarcity, limited slot available, only 20 spaces, enrollment closes after this batch finish. Then you also give what a guarantee. There you can either pick one that is risk-free purchase, satisfaction guarantee, or a 7 days money back guarantee. You just have this is where you would put your policy of refund or whatever. Then this is the main Obonge one. This one now, the final call to action is now your button. You understand? This opportunity will grow your business from here. This one is just telling people to what click here. So now this is the prompt we are going to be using. So I've already created a prompt for you. You understand? Instead of trying to think of everything by yourself, I already told AI that, oh yeah, I already created a prompt that you can just copy and give AI, and AI is going to give you everything. So instead of us writing this copy from head to toe, all we just need to do is copy everything here, the prompt I have given you. Just copy everything here. When you copy everything towards scarcity, then you just paste it here. Then you can just paste it here and just Now, one thing that this customer did not do for us, this customer did not give us price. So we'll just reply this customer, okay, hello, there was no price in this copy. So what's the price of this product? And what's the possible discount for sponsoring urgency? And what is the available scarcity scarcity elements. So this is just it. So ladies and gentlemen, all these things I'm just doing, this is how you would converse with AI. AI is your what? Your houseboy. You give it anything and it will give you. You understand? So it has given us a price, the price, everything. So we are just going to tell it what to do. Now, with all this information, we are going to tell AI what to do right now. If you're still tracking, type I am tracking in the comment section. If you're tracking, type I am tracking in the comment section. If you're tracking, type I am tracking in the comment section. Are you still tracking, guys? Are you still there? Are you getting value? Are you getting value, everyone? Are you getting value, everyone? All right, you guys are tracking. All right. So now let's continue. Let's continue. So for us to continue, then I'll just go back here. So now we have everything, right? We have everything we need. Now there are two things we can do right now. Number one, we are going to paste this word. We are going to paste the word formula. We are going to paste this prompt. Act as a word class words. Act as a word class direct response word copywriter. I want you to write a persuasive copy using the AIDA framework. Products. In this place, you're going to give it the product name, the target audience, the blah blah blah. But right now, we are not going to be giving it all these things since it's already there. Because of time, it's already there. We just like it is telling us in this prompt we have to fill the product. That means we have to clean this thing and get the product name and fill it up. We have to fill the target audience. But this is AI. It is intelligent. You don't need to insert any products. You don't need to insert anything. Now, if you're writing by yourself, your head, you can insert all these things. But like this, you just copy and paste the prompt for it. And when you copy and paste the prompt, then you give it instruction. Then you start giving it instruction. These ones are just additional instruction. They can now tell it something like, number one, instructions. You can just give it additional instruction. Number one, use a curiosity driven headline. Then number two, use a story hook. Then after that one, then you just tell it towards number three, in the price section, use price anchoring to arrive at the final price. Then number four, then use a strong call to action. Then you just give it to it. Now, this is not even the most important thing we are going to be doing today. The most important thing we are going to be doing today is when AI has already given us the job, our job is to now clean the copy. Our job is now to clean the copy and produce it well. Remember, these are the prompts you use. And this prompt, it already explains everything. You understand? You can still copy this prompt with it. You can still copy all these things with it. So I was even, oh my God, I was even supposed to copy everything here. I did not copy because I gave it an additional. I was supposed to copy everything here. So when you're using your own, you can just copy everything. You can see how I've designed it for you. Headline, hook. I'll tell it to open with a story, question, or bold statement hook. Three, price and identification. Describe the audience. In fact, we need to reprompt this so that it's going to give us the exact. So you can see because the prompt is almost not complete. It did not write it well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reprompt it. So I'm going to reprompt it. So I'll just go over to this back to the prompts and just prompt it well. So copy everything from the A to Z. Just copy everything. Act as a blah blah blah. Even AI suggested a better prompt for us, but it suggested a better prompt because that prompt I gave it was not complete. So I copy everything here, then I just go back here. So you can see high converting AIDA copy prompt, act as a blah blah blah. It was giving us a better prompt, but I don't want to use that one. So I'll just give it the pin. So I'll just then at the end I'll just prompt it and tell it to what use these instructions to write a badass copy for this product. You can see. So one thing about AI is that if you're the one that is writing this copy yourself, you start thinking. When I used to write copies in 2022, when a client give me a job, only headline alone can take me like 3 hours to think of a headline that can capture the emotion. Do you understand? So your structure is excellent. The only thing missing is the instruction that force the AI to write. Okay. That force the AI to write. So let's just use their own for today. Normally, I don't know what is happening. So I'll just use their own prompts. And one thing AI always do is AI can also, even when you give it a prompt, it can also recommend a better prompt for you to use. Do you understand? Why is it slow today? There's a new ChatGPT. Oh, wow. I now know why it is slow. We are using an outdated version. We are using a different version of ChatGPT. So this version just came out today. So it's not even intelligent. So now for us to just get fast with this thing, because it's not using everything we gave it, we just said, okay, use this information to write a full copy for this product. Now I have a detailed video where I actually used AI to use AI copywriting. Now you can see the reason why it was not giving us good copies was there was a new version of ChatGPT that came out today, version 5.6 Soul, and this version is not yet intelligent, much more intelligent. So I had to switch it back to my old version. So now this is for people that are using Pro. Anyway, I use Pro because of some of the works I have. I can't use normal free. But let me tell you something, with the free version, you can always get the best results. So right now it has given us the word copy. So instead of us, so you can see, what if supporting healthy blood sugar didn't have to feel like a daily battle? Now this headline is already off. But anyway, we are going to copy all these things. We're going to copy all these things because we are going to use them. So, but if I copy my prompt again, if I use the prompt I gave it, it will give me a better result. You can see if I use the prompt I gave it, it will give me a better result. So let me use my former prompt with this new version of AI. Let me use my former prompt. So copy and I'll paste. If I use my former prompt, it will not even question, it will just give me what I want without telling me. Anyway, that is by the way. So now let's just go over, let me show you how to put it in a document file so that you can send it to your clients. So all you just need to do is to go to Docs. Now, if you're new to using Google Docs, all you just need to do is go to docs.google.com. Everybody listening, because this is the website you're going to be using to write. Now, the reason why docs.google.com is very important is because it's Google original words. It's Google WordPress. It's Google Microsoft Word. So with this, you can write, close your phone, open it on your laptop, it synchronizes everywhere. So you see, it's very, very easy for me, and I've been using this since 2020, and it is good. So I can be writing in my phone, I can come to my laptop, and it also has AI features. The latest version has AI features. but we are not going to be using that today. So right now, all I just need to do is to what, paste my copy. So when I paste my copy here, I'll just paste my copy. You let me go and paste my, let me go and copy my copy. Let's go over to, so this is the copy it wrote for me. Everything it wrote a full copy for me. So I'll just click on what, copy here, and I'll just go over here and paste the copy. Now you can see it has written everything already for me. So at the end of the day, the work that is supposed to take us 1 hour, it has already written how many pages is this copy? You can see almost 5 pages of copy. Yes, that is it has to be this much. Now, must a copy be so long? It has to be long as necessary and as short as possible. So you don't need to always have a lot of words. You don't need to have a lot of you don't need to also be adding plenty things because you want to write long copy. So now, when you've already created your words, when you've already pasted, the next thing you need to start doing is you need to start editing, right? You need to start editing your copies. You need to start editing your copy so that it can sound like a human being. Now, the first place you need to edit is your words, your headline, and your hook. Now, if you're my student, I don't recommend that you use AI headlines and hook. I don't recommend you use AI headlines and hook. I recommend that you use your head to write what headlines and hook. Do you understand? So what we are going to do right now, the book you guys bought yesterday, we are going to go back to that book. Then we are going to pick one headline. We are going to pick one headline formula from that book. We are going to pick one headline formula from that book. Now, this is how to use the book you guys bought yesterday. For the people that bought the book, this is how to use it. Because AI will definitely give you generic stuff. See what AI gave us. AI will give us generic stuff. What if supporting healthy blood sugar didn't have to feel like a daily battle? Now, I'm going to be giving you guys some assignments, and many of you will be using words like didn't, shouldn't, cannot, can't. Anytime you find, never use this word, never use any word with an apostrophe in your headline. Just use the straight words. Instead of saying didn't, say did not. You understand? And make sure you use good headline formulas. Don't just use random. Even if you don't know any headline formula, use the one I have given you and tell AI to help you. So now let's go over towards our headline formula. Now, the first one is the how to. With the how to work, no. With the list formula work, no. Those ones are for content. With the result for time frame work, no. It will work, but it is what you're over exaggerating the result because this is a what health product. So you cannot assure a result in a health product. Now, this is for what compliance sake. For compliance sake, because if you're running ads, they'll ban your account because they'll say you're being so what authoritative and you're being sure that this product will work. But we can use something like the curiosity formula. You can see the strange secret behind men in their 40 to 50 years old becoming strong, waking up every morning like a baby, running and playing football like a 10-year-old. You can see this kind of formula, this kind of what headline formula is very, very good. The problem-based formula is also good. If you're struggling with blood sugar, read this, you understand. But this one, we've used it enough. So now, or let us use, no, I did not teach you guys more than 5. Let's just go to 5. Let's use this one. So I'm going to copy this one and I'll tell AI to use the intelligence. I'll just copy everything here for the first 4 paragraphs, for the first 3 paragraphs, and I'll just go here. This is how to use it. And I'll go back to my AI, my ChatGPT. I'll just copy here. And I'll click on ask for change. Please, I want you to tweak this headline using this. Then I'll paste words. Oh my God, what did I just do? Using this, then I'll paste words, the curiosity words. Then I'll paste I'll paste the curiosity, everything I wrote, everything I wrote there. So AI is going to help me change it. You can see. So AI changed that one. It now brought in this one. The surprising secret behind supporting healthy blood sugar without the daily struggle. Now, is this okay? It is okay, but it can still be tweaked. You can still force AI to tweak it more. Ask for change. Use your superior intelligence to craft this headline as a Nigerian. To craft this headline for a stubborn Nigerian market. Now that one is good though. The surprising secret, you can see. Now you can see the little known trick Nigerians are using to keep blood sugar in check without daily stress. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that this kind of headline, if you have the headline framework, it is very good because you can just get the intelligence of that and you can switch it. Now, this is okay. Do you understand? This is okay. Now, I know I'm supposed to be asking for your attention, but I am running out of time. So it cannot be a Q&A class, but just listening to what I do. So I replace the headline. Now, the next thing we need to replace is the hook. The next thing we need to replace is the hook. So now, see what the hook is telling us. Discover the daily ritual that is helping, blah, 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 adult feel, blah, blah. Now, I want to change this headline. So I'll just copy everything here and I'll copy it here. Okay, I'll just go to AI and I'll just copy everything here. Since we're using story hook, and I'll just go over to my hook book. Now, the book we bought yesterday, the first one was the headline book. The second one is the hook book. So I'll just go over to my hook book. Because AI was telling stories, but AI was not telling the story well. You need to give AI context. You need to tell AI that, see, myself, I know the thing well. Oh. So you go to your hook. You go to your story ideas. So you now go and copy everything here. Maybe you just use your hook. Then you copy everything here. Then you now tell AI that you go back to it and just tell AI that ask for change. I love your hook. I love your hook. But use this idea to create something better. Then you now come and paste it here. You paste everything you copied from your book to this place. Then see what it will do. It will change that thing that you wrote. So instead of writing plenty things, discover the daily ritual, helping, blah, 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 it will just change it to 2 years ago. I remember sitting at my kitchen, staring at the dinner, wondering if my body would actually handle it. You can see, you just accept it. Then you can see we already have a hook. Instead of writing discover again when you've already had a headline, you just copy this one and use it for your headline. You understand? So now let's check. Have you ever, maybe we are going to leave, we are going to eliminate this one. We are going to eliminate this one. So we are just going to paste this number 2. You can see. So 2 years. So now let's read from beginning to this place. Now, the little known trick Nigerians are using to keep blood sugar in check without daily stress. It is not so perfect, but it's okay. Now, 2 years ago, I was sitting at my kitchen, staring down at my dinner, wondering if my body actually handled this well. So at the end of the day, you can see, have you ever looked at your dinner plate and wondered if your body would handle it well? So it is repetitive. So we just remove one. You understand? So this is it. So at the end of the day, you can just merge everything together. Just make sure everything merges. You read your copy. This is the word headlines and the hook. What we are doing here is interest. We are building interest. Then in this place, imagine feeling more like you can just use big headlines like this in your copy, just towards waking people. Now, this copy is so long. It's so long. It's not supposed to be long. But you can see meets what glucose balance plus. Now, one of the things that can help your copy stand out is when you have images. So what you can do is what just tell AI to what create a graphical image for these products. So I'll go to my AI again. I'll just tell AI to what create a graphical image for this product. And I'll just what paste it. I hope I'm still sharing my screen. Okay, still sharing my screen. So we are going to be ending very, very soon. So at the end of the day, we are just going to now. This is where the real work comes in. Now, after you've already had your head, your copy like this, what you just need to do is what align them. So the first thing you do is what take this one in the middle, move this one to the middle, centralize it, and make it probably bigger. Then this one is not supposed to be bold. This one is supposed to be normal, but slant it. Then give a lot of spacing. Then before your copy starts. Then when your copy starts, then you just need to copy everything again. This is just the first thing you need to do. Then you go over towards paragraph alignment, then click on 1.5, make it bigger. So you can see there's a lot of spacing in your headline. So we are not going to be editing this copy. The only thing we are just going to be doing, we are just going to be adding the image, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to deliver it to your clients. So this is the product here. So we just go over to the product, download it, and just add it to our sales page. So we are going to say meet glucose balance. Then this is where you would put your products. But instead of saying meet this, don't use what AI say. Introducing. You can just start with what introducing. Then you can just insert your image here. Then go over to insert and click on from computer. Then you insert it. You can see. So this is beautiful. So after that, you can just reduce it small. Then just mix it up with your copy and all. So now this is just writing everything. The next thing you just need to do is just to align right. So maybe tomorrow's class, I'm going to be teaching you how to make it neater and deliver it to your client. But for now, the next thing you need to do is what you need to save your product and get it ready for your clients to have it. So you rename your products. You name your products what glucose balance plus sales copy. Then you save it. Now, if you want your client to access it from here, all you just need to do is what click on files, then go over to what share. When you go over to share, click on this what share with others. If you're using your phone, this feature is also available. So you can click on from restricted to what anyone with the link. Now, this will enable anybody that is with the link view this copy. So maybe you have a client and you want the client to be reviewing the work online. So you guys can be doing it together. The client can be commenting. You understand? Now, that is it. So if I send this copy to, like, if I go open another browser right now. So let me open another browser. If I open another browser and I paste this copy right here, because it's already in private, it's already in public. I already allowed you. You can see the owner is me, and I'm still there. I am currently there. So I can see I'm acting as this particular person, me, I'm acting like the client. So right now I can already see. So if the client wants to make some adjustment, the client can just highlight this thing and can just add some comments or whatever, or can just tell you what to do. So it is better so that you don't give the client everything. And this is how it will appear. But we are not done aligning it. But this is how your sales copy would appear. You can see your price anchoring and everything. So because of time, it's already 9 o'clock. We cannot go further. So with that being said, copywriting is so much fun. And this is what they call marketing. Because if you're a good marketer, you'll be able to make a lot of money. If you can write product description, you'll be able to make a lot of money for your clients, and they'll pay you handsomely. So With that being said, this class, I hope you've gotten value, guys. I hope you've gotten value. Although this class was a bit long and a bit was dicey here and there, but all you just need to do is what go back to each and every of, just go back to the class. One of the most important things you should learn from this class is how to what prompt AI, and you continue prompting it until it gives you what you want. And this class is not a class where we had to like design, we have to like be designing our copy. I can show you what a designed copy would look like. Now, let me show you what a designed copy would look like. A designed copy can look like this. A real designed copy, a real design landing page is going to look like this. A real design landing page can look like this. This is one of my landing page, can look like this. So even all those things you're writing, arranging them doesn't almost mean anything. You can see a real design copy can still will look like this. You understand? How a jobless mathematician built an 8-figure online business without leaving his house. You understand? So this is how a real copy will look like when you finish writing with AI. When you give your clients, this is how they will have it. Let me see if I have some of my students' work in my let me show you how some of my students' work look like. So let me show you some of my students' works. What is happening to the network today? So let me see. So tomorrow I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a portfolio stuff. These are some of my student pages. So all these ones were okay. Now this is one of my students. Let me show you how this is how a real copy. Okay, this is an email copy from Hassan. That one is an email copy that I reviewed. Then this is how a real copy can look like. Learn professional sewing. You can see how neat the headline was. Learn professional sewing and pattern making from home, even if you've never used a sewing machine before. You can see very, very neat. You can see this is one of my students in training. She wrote that copy and I reviewed that copy for her. So many other students, many other copies I can show you. Many other copies I can show you. So there are lots of this person wrote a sales page. This person wrote a sales page for a fitness program using the strategy I gave. Finally, a fitness system designed for busy professionals who want to lose weight, build confidence, and feel great again without spending hours in the gym. You can see intelligent kind of headline. If your headline is good enough, you've already won. This is one of my student copy. I reviewed it. Now let me show you one more so that you understand. Oh, this lady is very, very good. Let me show you her copy. Let me show you her copy. You can see, okay, this is the brand. Okay, this is not the full copy. This is the brand brief. Okay, this one. You can see this person was selling his sneakers. There are a lot of them. You can see this one was writing an advertisement copy. This was one of my students that was writing an advertisement copy. So she was writing different copies. Say, what if I tell you that you are not gaining weight because you are lazy? Now, what kind of headline formula do we use here? What kind of headline formula do we use here? If I'm asking you, what if I tell you you are not gaining weight because you are lazy? Is a headline formula she used from the headline book. You understand? You can see, and this copy was so good that the client even was happy. So there's a lot of things that you can achieve with copywriting, and you can always achieve all these things by just consistency. By just consistency. There's a lot. Now, one thing I'm going to be doing for you guys in this training, even though it's long, I'm going to be reviewing some copies. But the only copies I'm going to be reviewing are the people that purchase my book, the people that purchase my headline book. So if you don't purchase my headline book, you may not get your copies reviewed from the assignment I will give tomorrow. So if you want to be part of the people that are going to review your copy, you can get a copy of my headline book. It is not cost. It is not cost. the totality of everything you're going to be getting is you're going to be getting number one, you're going to be getting the headline formula, the 20 headline formula. You're also going to be getting the sales page, the sales letter writing AI prompts that we use today. And you're also going to be getting the hook book for free. It's not for free, it's part of the offer. You're also going to be getting the words let me show you guys here. Maybe I can just show you everything you're going to be getting if you get the headline book today. All right, so this is it. So you can still get your copy. You can still get your copy. The people that I'm going to be giving an assignment, and I'm going to be reviewing everybody that buys this book. I'm going to be reviewing your copy for free. I'm going to be giving you detailed instruction. Normally, I used to review everybody's copy, but I found out that most of the people, if I review your copy for free, you're not going to take it serious. So if you got this book, then there's an assignment that I'm going to be giving tomorrow. And this book, this bundle, this copywriting bundle comprises of what the sales letter copywriting guide, the one we use today. It comprises of the hook book, that is the how to get compelling hook, the story hook, and all that. It comprises of what series of videos training that shows you exactly how to use each and each. It comprises of the sales letter on writing, and it comprises of a free workbook that will show you how to practice headlines. So if you're interested, the offer is still on. The reason I'm still giving this offer on is so that many people can jump on it, so that you get into, even if it's my mini circle, so that you can get your stuff reviewed. Let this training make meaning to you. It's not good for you to invest time and energy and not get something out. At least get reviewed by a mentor. So no pressure. If you don't have money for it, there's no problem. But if you have money and you want to take copywriting a step further, then you can get this book. Now, these people that get this book, whether you've gotten it before or you're getting it again, if you've gotten it before, there's a new community I have. You can send me a message and I'll add you to the community. But if you've not gotten this book before, then you can get it. You join the community, and this is just a mini community for reviews. I created this community for reviews. I want to review people's work, because if you can write a good headline, you can write a good hook, and you can write good sales letters, then you've already won. That is all. With just 2,000, you'll be able to achieve it. So pay before the price goes up. With that being said, it's so much. I'm so glad that everyone have gotten value. I believe you've gotten value. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If you've gotten value, finally just type value in the comment section before I go. Somebody told me that after a webinar, if people are shouting value, 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 then they did not actually get value. But if you really got value from your heart, then type value in the comment section so that we can go. Now, for the people that are going to be watching the replay, this replay may not even be off for so long, but if you're watching the replay, also participate in everything I've talked about, both the ebook buying, both the practical and every other thing. So thank you so much for the people that have been active. I can see Wisdom, I can see Anne, I can see Okechukwu, I can see Okechukwu here, I can see Ijedima, I can see Wisdom. Wisdom, thank you. I can also see Adegboye, right? Wisdom has been very, very, very nice here today. Mr. John, I can also see you, and Discipline Driven Hub. Welcome. So thank you so much, guys. Let me not take your time again. We've already taken 8 minutes. With that being said, good evening and see you tomorrow by 8 p.m.